stayed for 4 days, 5 nights in the Wisconsin Dells area at Rocky Arbor State Park. In this video, we will take you through our 4 days of adventures around the Wisconsin Dells. It is dinner night 1. Grandma made us hobo packets. What we got there, baby? Green beans.
Mushrooms, onions, taters, carrots, green beans.
Watermelon. Your choice of A1 or ketchup. It's looking good. After a long day of driving, we spent the evening relaxing around the campground with a fierce ladder golf competition. 9. Wait. 9, 10. No! Nice job, Caitlin. Whoa!
Why that spot?
All right, the kids won against Dad and Grandma.
Second round of overtime.
Whoa. We were down 18-21. I had 1 left, and I sunk a 3.
Hey, Jack.
Which made it go into overtime.
Double overtime.
Double.
Okay. Double overtime. Pressure's on.
There's Jack for. Oh no! A 3-pointer. Oh, 2. But we lose.
All right, the kids are winning. Woo! Jack and Katie versus Grandpa and Matt.
Good morning. Having a little biscuits and gravy for breakfast.
Breakfast today, in case you couldn't hear, is biscuits and gravy. Matt is working the gravy, and I am working the biscuits. Take a quick peek in there. Oh, they are coming along. We started off our first full day of vacation with an Upper Dells boat tour. We used the Dells Boat Tour Company, and we arrived in time to catch the first boat out of the day, which leaves at 10 a.m. We're taking off on our tour. I'm excited. Our tour guides were amazing, and they shared so many fun facts about the Wisconsin Dells. To check out a longer version of our tour, check out our other video for the Wisconsin Dells boat tour on our channel. For this video, we'll show you an abbreviated version of the tour with some of our favorite scenic spots and fun facts. The tour takes about 2 hours total with 2 stops. A stop at Witch's Gulch, which is a natural-made canyon that we get out and walk through. And the second stop is at Stand Rock. This is where you'll see a dog make the traditional jump. The Wisconsin River is 435 miles long and is the longest in the state. It starts near the Wisconsin-Michigan border and travels all the way to the Mississippi River. The 2 large cliffs ahead are known as the Jaws of the Wisconsin Dells. High Rock is on the right, standing at about 65 feet, and to the left you'll see Romance Cliff at about 75 feet tall. Legend has it that Native Americans used to have wedding ceremonies at Romance Cliff. Between the 2 cliffs is the deepest section of the Wisconsin River at about 110 feet deep. The rest of the river averages 35 to 40 feet deep. The next unique rock formation is Chimney Rock, up ahead on the right. It was formed by wind and water erosion in the Cambrian sandstone. Cambrian sandstone is found in only 4 places throughout the world, and the Wisconsin Dells has the largest deposit of Cambrian sandstone. Cambrian sandstone is unique in that it is porous and soft. Trees can put their roots into the rock, going 40 to 50 feet down to get water. The next rock formation on the right is Black Hawk's Profile. You can see where the chin starts at the water line. The next line up, it forms the mouth, the rock jutting out the nose, a slit for the eye, and then the trees could even be his headdress. Although I didn't get as close of a shot as I would have liked, the Wisconsin Dells does have a bald eagle population, and you can see one perched up there on the tree. Despite its brown color, the Wisconsin River is actually one of the cleanest rivers in the U.S. It gets the brown color from tannic acid. The Wisconsin River travels through tamarack swamps in the north, and the tamarack tree secretes tannins into the water, which gives it the brownish color. Tannic acid is completely harmless and can be found in things like coffee and Jack Daniels. This tight squeeze up ahead is known as Lover's Lane. In the early 1900s, people began chopping down trees and developing the river's edge. A man by the name of George Crandall started buying up the land in order to preserve it. It was said that during the Great Depression, he bought it for as little as $1 an acre. He purchased about 90% of all the land on the Upper Dells and brought it back to its natural state. When he passed, his family gave the land to the Wisconsin Alumni Research Foundation with the stipulation that the land must stay in the natural setting, thus preserving the dells to what we see today. The Witch's Gulch is the first stop on the boat tour. This land is privately owned and is only accessible through Upper Dells boat tours. You'll exit the boat onto a boardwalk which winds you through Witch's Gulch. This slot canyon was formed as Gulch Creek carved its way through the sandstone, leaving sandstone cliffs of beautiful rock formations with the forest and ferns growing out of them. At various points along the path, you can still see and hear the creek flowing below. The Witch's Bathtub.
Look at this.
I named this one myself.
Oh?
The Witch's Wall.
Witch's Wall. Spooky Lane. All the engravings. Watch your head.
Must be super soft like the sea.
Ooh. Spooky Lane. After passing through Spooky Lane, there's an area with a gift shop, concessions, and restrooms. But I stopped and turned back and walked through the canyon all by myself and was able to get some really amazing shots without anybody in the picture. Once the family caught up with me, we headed back to the boat for our next stop at Stand Rock. Getting ready to dock for Stand Rock. Stand Rock was made famous by photographer H.H. Bennett. While we were there, they had a German Shepherd make the jump.
That was Maddie, right? That was Maddie, our German Shepherd, Maddie. Nice job, Maddie. Thank you.
Stand Rock is such a unique and cool rock formation. On the walk back to the boat, you'll also see several other sandstone cliffs and just beautiful coves and rock formations as well. This is a good spot.
It's really cool.
Yes! So fun.
Grandma, we got your hotel for the next
That was her house when she was first born. In the caves.
My house?
Yeah. It's kind of a rock right there. After Stand Rock, we headed back to downtown Dells and had lunch at Monk's Bar and Grill. Oh, we've got our Wisconsin cheese curds, loaded tot appetizer. There's a really cool fan system in this bar. So cool. So we walked off our lunch by exploring the downtown shops. Several of the stores and gas stations had these Big Cock Ranch seasonings and spices. We grabbed some and it was actually pretty good. Check out that pizza delivery car with the moose on top.
Moose Jaw Pizza.
Well, we took a little siesta at the camp and now we are getting ready to hike the Wisconsin Dells State Natural Area. The Chapel Gorge Trail is just under 2 miles and is a nice, easy walk through the woods. It does loop you right past a beach on the Wisconsin River. You do have to scramble a bit to get down to the beach over rocks and such, but the official trail is rated as easy. Dinner tonight is pretty low-key. Hot dogs over the campfire. There's Katie Bed. Hot dogs. We got some cherry jalapeno dip, watermelon, pirate booty.
Got this stuff right here going on.
Good morning. We are getting ready to start Balanced Rock Trail at Devil's Lake State Park. This is only 0.4 miles, but it is rated strenuous, so we'll see how it goes. You can see a little bit through the woods, this wall of rocks that we are about to climb.
How you feeling about this, Grandma?
So at the start, there's some actually pretty nice rock stairs. Not too bad yet. Devil's Lake State Park was established in 1911. This state park gets over 1.5 million visitors each year and rising. We visited early on a Tuesday morning and had this trail pretty much to ourselves on the way up, although we did start to encounter more and more people at the top and on the way back. Devil's Lake State Park has 29 miles of hiking trails. This trail, the Balanced Rock Trail, is less than half a mile. It's 0.4 miles, but it is rated hard. And essentially, think of this trail like doing stairs for half a mile up the side of the hill. We were all super proud of my mom, who actually just had both knees replaced in December and January and was hiking this trail in June. Our first view of the lake about halfway up. It looks like just a pile of rocks, but they actually do have clearly defined steps and a path. Katie's being aerial. Here they come. Sorry for my heavy breathing. We've been walking up the side of a hill.
A bug bite.
We are about 0.2 of a mile into the trail and got a pretty nice view of the lake, although we're not to the top yet. And then there's a straight wall up. We just climbed all of that. The lakeshore to the top of the hill is a 535-foot ascent. The state park website explains that these rocks are quartzite, which essentially is sandstone, but under heavy heat and pressure become cemented together to form quartzite, which is a non-porous metamorphic rock. Balanced Rock is one of the trademark picture ops for this state park.
Well,
We're almost to the top. Balanced Rock Trail connects to the East Bluff Trail across the top of the bluff. This part of the trail is pretty flat and paved. The climb down to the Devil's Doorway is pretty rocky and you gotta kind of scramble down through the rocks. We are above the Flying Hawk. That whole side of the hill of boulders and rocks, that's what we just climbed up from the lake bottom to all the way up here. Matt is feeling a little dizzy as the path goes right on the edge, but he's doing it. Whew. After viewing the Devil's Doorway, we split up. The kids and Matt took the Potholes Trail, which is a cut through, but it's straight down the side of the hill, while my parents and I took the long way around. We connected to the East Bluff Trail for about 6/10 of a mile and then looped around through the CCC Trail and down to Grotto Trail. The CCC Trail did have some more rocks and stairs, but overall it was a much easier trip. The Potholes Trail is 0.3 miles and it's pretty much a cut through straight down the side of the hill after the Devil's Doorway.
All right, we are on the Potholes Trail. Thinking this was going to be the easier trail to go down than the Balancing Rock Trail. And I've now passed two different people say that this is harder and steeper. And so far it sucks. My knees are feeling it. Lindsay and Grandma and Grandpa made the proper decision to take the long way around. But we're plugging through.
we made it!
All right, so the kids are way ahead of Dad, but they have made it to the bottom.
We are starting the Tumbled Rocks Trail. This is part of the 5-mile trail that circles Devil's Lake, and apparently up about 3/4 of a mile there is a diving rock. So we're going to check that out and take a jump into Devil's Lake. The Tumbled Rocks Trail is the most popular trail at Devil's Lake State Park. It follows the west side of the lake and it provides you with a paved walking trail which weaves and cuts through all of the tumbled rocks. Trail starts to get a little more crowded as you approach Dive Rock. The diving rock seems to be a popular gathering place. You do have to scramble a bit to get out to Dive Rock, and you will need to be able to pull yourself out on the rocks after you jump in. Was it awesome?
Yeah.
Cool. I think you come up the other way, dude. They're about to get wet. That first jump out for me was pretty intimidating. The water is crystal clear, so you can see the boulders at the bottom. And you do have to kind of jump out a little to the left.
Jump. Mom, I jumped from it. Katie jumped from it. These people have jumped from it. Just jump.
I walked out to the edge of that rock and back about 3 times before I finally made the jump. But I'm glad that I did. The water felt great. We're at Diving Rock on Devil's Lake. We spent all of day 3 from open to close at Noah's Ark Water Park. Went midweek on a Wednesday, and the longest line we saw was for the time warp. The rest of the lines were pretty much walk-on.
How was it, guys? I had to go backwards from the drop.
My phone kept overheating in the waterproof case, so I didn't get a ton of footage of the park. But we'll show you some shots that we did get. Overall, we had a blast, spent some time in the wave pool, the lazy river, and did several of the slides.
We're about to go on the Bermuda Triangle. The thing about this slide is that there's 3 different slides that all end up at the same place. Katie and Dad are going, me and Mom are going, and our grandparents are going together. So let's see who gets there first.
It's a race.
Lion.
Doing the lazy river.
Feeling good.
Breakfast on Thursday was at Paul Bunyan's Cook Shanty. This is family-style dining in a lumberjack themed setting. So they'll bring all the food out to your table. It's a set menu, and they'll refill on anything that you need. I was just getting the food. They've got a pretty unique and fun gift shop for before or after your meal. So take a moment to look around. I'm sure you'll find something you like. After a hearty breakfast, we set out to play some mini golf at Pirates Cove. We played the Pirates Lookout 18 holes. All right, we're getting started at Pirates Lookout course at Pirate Cove Adventure. Hole number 1. Katie sends her ball flying. The courses at Pirates Cove were very well maintained and nice, but there was very little shade and it was so hot. We were all just sweating by the time we finished, so we were glad we went somewhat early in the morning. Despite the heat, the course was beautiful and was fun to play.
Dang it, our ball's in the way.
We then spent some time perusing the outlet malls and found some pretty good deals. By the time we were done shopping, we were ready to cool off. Newport Park has a free public access beach and is located just west of the Wisconsin Dells along the Wisconsin River. The deck boat here going through the really shallow part. Had dinner at the Grateful Shed. This has a fun atmosphere. There are several food trucks indoors, and you go to the various food trucks and order what you want. They have live music, games, a bar, but there is outdoor seating and seating up in the cars that they have located throughout the restaurant as well. This guy was getting set up to do a marionette shot, which was pretty fun to watch. They have outdoor seating with outdoor games like cornhole as well.